Hello everyone, bonjour tout le monde. Welcome to episode 10 of Dimensional Wellness 365, where today I'm going to talk about what do I mean by my calorie window, my eating windows. It's a question I'm often asked, and today I'm going to explain it. I'm going to make it short and sweet. Before I do that, I'm going to ask you to please subscribe, click on the bell, share it with those that you know that are looking for a change in their life, for the mental health, for physical health, for chronic pain. Doesn't matter. Anything and everything that pertains to better lifestyle, longevity, and vibrant life, share with them, with those you love and respect. Now let's get into this. So what do I mean by calorie window? What do I mean by my eating window? So now I don't want to go into all the podcasts. You can look at them all on John G. Public Communicator, on Dimensional Wellness. I've talked about a lot of lifestyle, right? So if this is a clock here, this is your 12 noon or midnight, right? 3, 6, and 9. I've talked about how I fast. You have your 16/8, right? People that don't understand fasting, 16 hours of no eating and 8 hours of eating. That's an eating window. You eat for in the period of 8 hours. Doesn't mean you're eating for 8 hours within a period of 8 hours. I average probably 18.6 or 24. That's my average rate here. That's what I do all the time, meaning I don't eat for 18 to 20 hours, but I have an eating period between 6 to 4 hours approximately, right? And when I say I don't eat, I consume my black coffees, my green teas, my waters, water formulation, and so forth. So I don't want to get into that, right? So what do I mean by eating window? So, and I've talked about this on previous podcasts. So let's say this is approximately 2 o'clock here. On average, I will start breaking my fast at 2 o'clock with my ogre coffees, the coffee formulations that are out there, the ones that I put all my supplements in there, my cocoa, my seeds, my proteins, everything's inside my coffee. People that see them go, "You're drinking all that?" Yeah, I'm drinking all that with my raw nuts. I do that at approximately, let's say 2 o'clock, but I'm not stuck to 2 o'clock. It could be 1 o'clock, it could be 3 o'clock. But that's the approximate period. But what I do is I always try to. So if I fast, I'm going to put 7 o'clock right here, for example. Okay. So I always try to train anything functional fitness, at least 1 or 2 functional fitness before I start consuming. Okay. That is because the autophagy boosts up and etc. There's a lot of benefits to training during your fast on an empty stomach. Proven data, research, a whole 9 yards. Right? So if I start consuming at 2 o'clock, this 2 o'clock, for example, I'm going to use that as for the analogy here. This is an eating window. And this is where I'm going to get into all this. This is one of my eating windows. And I mentioned before that I have 2 eating windows a day. My other one is approximately between 5, 6 o'clock, right? So this eating window here, say this is 5, 6, 7. It could be a 2-hour eating window. Right? If I have friends over on a Sunday, for example, and I decide to start eating at 5, I can go from 5 to 8. I can stretch it out, right? It doesn't mean I'm numbing it for every 10 minutes. I'm Mediterranean style eating. Take my time when I eat, right? So this is one eating window. This is another eating window, right? So if you look at this right here, I start at 2. I will finish by 7, right? So there's 5 hours. That's a 5-hour period. So right in there, I'm at an 18.6 approximately, right? So I have 18, 19 hours of no eating, and I have about 6 hours of a period that I eat. The reason why you do that is you allow your body to repair when you're not eating. It allows your body to repair here when you're not eating. That's why I do what I do. This is backed on data and research. So this is one eating window when I break my fast, when I eat my supplements, when I take my coffee formulation, when I eat my raw nuts, right? I will take, whether it's a half an hour or whether it's an hour, if I go out to lunch with people, I enjoy my meals. I'm going to get into that. That's one eating window. When I sit down and I feast in the evening, whether it's 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock when I start, I take a good hour, at least a good hour. If I go to a restaurant with friends, I will eat for 2 hours. If I have people over here by the poolside, I will take 2-3 hours to eat throughout that period. But once I stop eating, say I start eating at 5 p.m., for example, and I stop eating, the last thing I put in my body is 8 p.m., I will do a minimum of at least 16 hours. I've never cheated that. 16 hours without any food, solids in my body. I'll still drink my water, my teas, my black coffees, etc. I, Jean-Guy Bourguignon, still drink my wine in those periods when I, like usually it's on weekends, that kind of stuff. But I will not, that is not a solid for me. That's my lifestyle, that's my Mediterranean lifestyle, but I don't have any food solids for at least 16 hours. I wrote here, savor versus devour. Take your time, make it count. Savor your food. In the past, I used nom nom, right? I just burn it, like it just like woof everything down. That's because of the addiction. The addiction to not I'm gonna say process, because process you can have frozen broccolis or frozen berries. The only ingredients are berries or broccoli. I'm gonna go ultra processed, highly processed, refined processed. I used to devour that food. That's the crack addict in you. And you don't realize it, how much you're addicted to food until you start living this lifestyle. You're really addicted to food until you live this lifestyle. Then you realize how the addiction, how bad that addiction was. How commercials, the number one cause, they say, for obesity is marketing. Right? So let that sink in. And I truly understand that today, living the way I live. The other thing is nutrient dense versus nutrient deficient, right? When you eat nutrient dense versus nutrient deficient, that's when you start eating less, right? Just like nutritious versus unnutritious. When you start eating more nutritious food versus unnutritious food, you start eating less. Trust me on those things. You follow these simple principles, you will start eating less, right? And you'll realize that us as humans, once, twice a day, 3 times max is all you need. If you want to have 3 eating windows, if you want to do one at 1 o'clock, you want to do one at 4 o'clock, you want to do one at 6 o'clock, that's your eating window. You want to take an hour here, you want to take an hour here, you want to take an hour here, that's your eating windows. Allow your body to repair between the processes. Not like we eat between 10 to 20 times a day, or it's 11 to 17 times a day, or depending on the studies you listen to, because of the unnutritious, the nutrition deficient foods that we're consuming, the addiction, the ultra processed, highly processed, the sugar and so forth. That's why we're doing that, right? Upon waking, water, water, water. That's all you need. Water upon waking. First couple of hours. When I wake up, if I wake up at 6, 7 in the morning, between that and my 2 o'clock, it's water. Usually it's water. I will do about 4 hours of water. I might throw in a black coffee, rarely, or green tea. But my first 2 to 4 hours, minimum 2 hours, 4 hours average, I will do just water formulation and so forth, sparkling water, etc. That's what you do. That kickstarts your body. You don't. If you're people that have the bowel problems or going to the bathroom, you will go to the bathroom. You follow this lifestyle and you do what I do, I'll guarantee you will go to the bathroom daily. I don't want to guarantee you, because we live in a weird world right now where everybody takes everything seriously to the point of, you guaranteed me. But I am going to tell you, you will be regular if you follow this lifestyle. Supplements to nutrient dense, right? When I take my supplements around here, they're a supplement to my nutrient dense lifestyle, to my nutritious lifestyle, to my nutrient dense lifestyle. Supplement, I do take supplements, but they're not replacements. They're not replacement meals. I don't believe in that. I eat the real food. I've talked about this before, the entourage effect. Certain foods, you can try to extrapolate the cells and etc. out of that food to make a supplement. Most food, a lot of the really highly nutrient dense food, a lot of it comes in. They can't separate it. They've tried, but you have to eat the whole food to have the nutrient dense and nutritious part of that food, part of the entourage effect of that specific food, right? So you save money. And I'm going to say this to people, I said this, I only eat 2 eating windows. That's my eating windows. I have 2 eating windows a day. I used to eat all the time. I used to get out of a dinner table and eat and eat and eat and eat and eat and eat. I'm not kidding you, right? Going out with a guy, let's stop at a fast food joint here. Let's do a drive-through here. Constantly eating. I was that guy that 17 to 21 times a day, the 10 to 20 times a day, from your protein bars to your muffins to your coffees, your drive-throughs, your little snacks here, throwing something in your mouth there. I was constantly eating around the clock, right? So what did I do? Your body never has time to repair, never has time to get rid of its bad cells, of its junk, of its cancer. It doesn't have time to get rid of that. So that's why if you only eat like 2 or 3 max calorie windows in your day, and figure it out for yourself. If you're a night shift worker, figure it out around your clock. When can I do 16-8? When can I do 18-6? When can I do 20-4? You figure out your clock, your lifestyle. Figure it out for you. And that's what I tell people. You figure it out for you. You find the foods that you love that are nutrient dense and nutritious. You find the lifestyle and fitness that you love, whether it's baseball, whether it's tennis, whether it's badminton, whether it's walking, biking, swimming, doesn't matter. You find what you love, combine those two things, and then work around it in your clock, and then repeat every day. Repeat that 24-hour loop. So you're going to save money. You're going to eat better quality. So when I eat here, I tell you, I save money on food. I'm not eating 17, 21 times a day. I eat better quality, more nutrient, more nutritious, better quality foods. You go to restaurants, you eat really good meals, right? Because you're not spending all this freaking money on nutritious food, right? So better quality. You live longer and you have a better quality of life. Proven data research, and I've said this to people, and I posted this yesterday. Why do you work so hard? Why do you attain all this wealth and all this your lifestyle, and now you're in your 50s, 60s, 70s, you're sick? You're sick because you ate 17 to 21 times a day? Why? Right? By living this way, you save money, you eat better quality food, you'll live longer, and you have a better quality of life. Right? Jean-Guy Bourguignon, Dimensional Wellness 365, episode 10. What do I mean by my calorie window and my eating window? This is what I mean. And by doing this, you're going to live longer, you have a better quality of life, you're going to eat better quality food. Trust me on that. Thank you. Merci. Gracias and grazie.